take 3 off mid as Gambit just try to run out through ramp and get the site essentially for free. It's going to be a 5v5 retake. Hobbit trading for SDY. Actually enters. Displaying. Mir's just waiting and biding his time to actually go for this retake until just now, but gets caught from the side. Nafany and enters able to take him down. It looks like they're trying to go for the smoke defuse. It's being stuck still, and it's about to go off. No one's... But it looks like just last second, Chopper able to get taken out, and Gambit to get away with the pistol. Try to get information to see where the first players are seen, and with them seeing 2 towards B, it'd be reasonable to assume it was a stack. That being the case, Axile's left alone top mid, which leaves him a bit exposed. Needs to be careful here with these engagements, as he eventually gets caught out as the pistols engage him 1 by 1, eventually getting taken out by SDY as he finds a second now on to enters. And might have seen the shoulder of one and has that AK to pick up. If he can find this duel and win it, things start to become more problematic. Getting heavy tag damage onto Shiro and even spraying him through triple. But even without that being the case, getting 3 frags in the round.
None of them being Dexter on the AWP. It's in fact Mir and some die young, and it's Mir with the peak. Great early frag here, and that's gonna give Team Spirit the edge.
Looks like the top mid nade to got a little bit short, but that amazing self flash from Mir to allow him to get a double now on mid. Fantastic positioning not to get caught out after getting the first, with Dexter just holding the angle in the apartment to get Axile caught out.
Wasn't necessary. Mir from short manages to find the 2 frags, and that's enough.
I mean, their teammates just letting the 2 powerful weapons going out, and Nafany's found a gap with the timing through ramp. Doesn't win the engagement, and Chopper's able to find a double now. Axile tries to help out with that entry. Enters is able to find 1 with that AK, but it's a similar situation. And everyone on Team Spirit's hard dedicated towards mid, who's now rotating. Looks like they are aware of the possibility of Axile, but SDY's caught alone. So with that pick, and Shiro already scoped in with the AWP, that means it's now a 2-on-2, being able to take these individual duels until Magix is able to carefully jump through the window quick enough to be able to get that trade effectively. And get a quick headshot onto Axile as well, swinging from bench.
Care of, and the problem is as well, the bomb's not even planted there. Teammates, that was a bit of a shame there. Gambit Esports though in this round, they're gonna get mopped up. Has to be expected for Team Spirit. This one's a quickie.
Looks like they're interested in trying to go through from main site. With Magix focused towards apartments, he has to worry about 2 different angles. Able to get away barely in time as Magix is able to catch one as well and make it a double.
But it's also been squads like Forza and Fiend. So right now, we do get to see that players here at Team Spirit holding on to the mid area as to be expected. They're just facing Gambit, who are just on mere pistols, but I say that though. Enters. Great headshot here on some Die Young. Let's see a bit of a boost here at the window. Mir gets another. But yeah, so far so good here for Team Spirit, sustaining from heavy casualties. As to be expected, this will be a clean round here for Team Spirit.
Yeah, only having one going down. That tight angle, waiting for that first contact to go for the pick, and then react and swing from there.
Yeah, Magix right now is holding the angle, waiting for the players, but Axel's gonna be super quick on the peak. Great early frag here for Gambit. They can continue with the push, but Mir holds the line. Finally, Nafany gets in position to get the frag here in Mir. So there's the potential for a bomb plant. Hobbit in a prime position. The 2 remaining players, they're just gonna get shut down. It's a great one here for Nafany. He gets the frag here and some Die Young, and Lonesome Dexter remains, and he's just nowhere near position. Gambit Esports, there we go.
So they have a flank to counter any rifle possibly playing around that very strong pillar position. And this might be a counterplay almost. Team Spirit are now quickly adjusting this A site. Chopper able to find contact, and that's bombed down. His rotations are about to start to come in way faster. Dexter has to hold in piles from above. This Hobbit's found the first Chopper in dark. His Tetris been lost. CT smoked off. Dexter trying to go above the ticket to find that pick. Even willing to try to go for this re-engagement after spending a second. Mir's been able to find Nafany on the side. Smid's held off. And Hobbit's pre-firing above that ticket boost. Sure, the position's controlled. Hobbit realizes the danger of this gap in connector. Able to find one. Even though he holds the angle, not able to win the duel, and Shiro's left in a 1v3.
Oh, and he gives away the sound cue as well. Mere prime position.
Take an initial pick from mid. Looks like we're seeing a mid take onto A, single palace lurk. Dexter's been able to find that early pick, even though completely flashed. And Chopper's obtained that ramp control, which is causing a bit of a problem. And SDY pushing through the jungle smoke, catching everyone in Gambit unprepared.
So it's standard smoke grenades, but now there's one missing on the stairs, so some Young very easily just go for the peaks as he's being challenged by the players. There's Dexter chiming in, Chopper as well, shutting down the offense here. In fact, it's gonna be a clean round for...
Bit awkward to land. It's the only thing he can see there, especially while crouching, but Magic's now trying to handle the full push, getting mollied off and throwing the smoke deep. Has to jump on down, not able to get the second, but it's a 3-on-4. Turned even until Mir is able to break it into the 3v2 and still hold map control, getting a second now. Last remaining player of Shiro's positions known, seen by the op of Dexter. Mir has to be careful to contact. Shiro able to find the first into the 1v2, but goes wide in.
And there we're back here, folks, for Mirage. There we go. We can see all the players. In fact, just the 4 players back in the server for this one, but looks like we're just going to continue on playing the way it is, as we have Gambit Esports Nafani here on the B-bomb side. A great position to hold. Now he does need his teammates to get in position as quickly as possible. As we can see, Team Spirit, they might try to go for these engagements here. It is going to be the first one. Goes the way of Nafani. Great pickup on one. Gonna try to regress for more. These players will get caught out here by Magix. And now Gambit Esports committing to the bomb site here. Magix gets the frag here on Shiro, leaving it all up to Inters. A 1 versus 3 with just a Galil. Looks like he's gonna have to try and go for this one, but it's not looking easy. Magix right around the corner though. Make the sound cue. Inters does find the first one. Goes for the lengthy Galil spray.
I would assume the bonus money for a disconnected or lost player is disabled. Goal angle he's been using most of the half. Still going to be hard for them to find much to do as they swing on out. He finds the first and has enough time to reset. Shiro just trying to hold this angle for the repeat. Didn't even see the barrel was off, but gets flashbang from Mir to help him out, so Magix can get that additional frag, leaving Enters alone.
It's going to be 11-4, and for Team Spirit, this is such a great scoreline, and consider this play. There we go. Smoke being deployed, flash as well. Hobbit holding the angle, waiting for more players to appear, but it's Dexter, it's some Young. Good frags here for Team Spirit. They're going to continue on with the advancement. There are a few guys in CT spawn. Some Young deals the damage, but Nafani get that bomb planted, and they back away to safety. As for Magix though, P250, so precise. Gets the frag on Nafani, and doesn't even have to peek anymore. Inters and Axel need to get as close as possible to try and find these players, but it's not going to be easy. Axel does recover the kit here, but 3 players to find. It's just going to be way too much, even for Axel. That will be the victory for Team Spirit, as the players from Team Spirit are getting dangerously close towards the bomb site. A bit of a wall bang coming through. Mir, great knowledge, gets the frag on one. Hobbit, great pickup on Chopper, but now Gambit Esports, they know what's going on. They need to get those frags, and Nafani is not one of them. That's gonna be Team Spirit once again, taking over the A-bomb site, getting that bomb planted. But Inters, though, great shot here on Mir, but it's not going to win the round. It will be Team Spirit.
Going to what could be the most important round of this first map. Hobbit needs to get this. We'll be able to find it onto Magix, bringing it back into a more reasonable 4-on-4. But there's another 3 creeping towards ramp. Hobbit's about to have to worry about trying to play carefully around the smoke. Could get caught out with the wrong timing. Able to get one of the bomb with SDY. Making it a 3-on-3 as he's traded. This player's trying to rotate through mid, and Dexter's peeking from above, so sees the head of Shiro. Even though he doesn't necessarily get eliminated just yet, he's known and getting pressured by Chopper. They only have a bit more to run, but they're able to use that space, focusing this double setup. Interesting banked nade with Axel running back might set them to believe the ladder position's clear, but it looks like it's getting cleared out anyways, and it's rewarded with Magix being able to find that first pick, and a rifle potentially be picked up by Team Spirit. And what should be a weaker round for them with only 3 rifles in play, now turned into 4. Be up to enters with his first contact, able to take the first, focus more towards the apps players, getting instantly denied.
Bomb site and no problems for them. Gambit Esports, this is turning out to be a very underwhelming first map.
And the smoke is a bit too late. It's enough for SDY to work with. Looks like the nade's going down deep, still able to hold. And Enders is just going forward with the spray and has to, only able to find 1 as Exile's also taken out. Nathany's able to take down Magic's, making it a 3-on-2 situation. But they do have control of the site. Chopper able to stick the bomb down. Mir needs to hold this off, almost getting caught out. Nathany trying to figure out how to safely adjust, and looks like setting up Chopper on the boost off angle. And a nice nade onto Mir, bringing him down to 30 now. Making him far more vulnerable to these rifles. Far more reliable 2-shot for both of these players. To take them out and slowly trying to surround them, clear it out. But Chopper's been able to find the first. He's stuck in this position, has to drop down, and with it, taking down Hobbit and getting the 3 in a row to close us out 16-5 for the first map. Meaning Axel might have to worry about all of Team Spirit starting to run his direction. Just trying to hide behind the long box and stall, but with that flashbang, he knows they're going to be coming in. Has to land multiple shots here, able to find 1, but that's all he'll be able to grab and pick up. Shiro now towards CT as Chopper's already holding the flank for any rotating players. Won't be able to take any of them down, making it even 3-on-3. Situation becomes a little bit better for this retake, though still very dangerous. Nathany needs to take this first contact in a very exposed position. Just crouching his way through and just holding pressure on the angle, letting Enders come in from the side. Find the first, not able to take Mir down just yet. Mir Magic's find 1 each, meaning Enters is left in this 1v2, getting tagged up with the Gush, and Magic's taking him down. And yeah, with things being starting to slow down, but they have both scouts here. Not able to find that early contact, wrapping behind the smoke. Magic's able to find 1. Dexter able to take down Axile. Magic's the only one getting tagged. An excellent transfer to flick and carefully take down Hobbit. Shiro only able to find 1. And with that, Enters is the last one remaining.
On out. It's been the Team Spirit show, and they successfully close it out. As we can see right now, Team Spirit going for the push on the B-bomb side. Dexter manages to find the 1. Some Young chimes in as well. It's Nafani to take the hit, and that will be the B-bomb side exploited by Team Spirit. Great early pick here in middle from Chopper.
And taking them out, picking them apart so they can get away with this first full buy win and keep up this dominance. Shiro trying to save, but even carefully crouched, seeing heads, knows there's tons of players right behind these double doors. Has to worry about people from multiple directions, but looks like they're just jumping through the window. Enters and Nathany able to tune in together to get 2. Hobbit following with the 3rd. Nathany with a fast response, and SCY the last remaining, taken out by the nade. Smoke grenades to allow that cross comes on out. Axel quickly throws that smoke to give himself cover to play around. Getting pre-fired a bit, down to 34, but still able to win the duel in SDY. Chopper to get the response through the smoke, but it's still a 2v4, brought into 1 as Chopper's taken down through the smoke from Shiro. Just waiting for any engagement, able to see the shoulder peek, and able to get the flick onto Hobbit. Might give him an opening, but still only 20 seconds remaining, and Enters going aggressive for this duel. And awkwardly tagging him straight, but nothing be seen. Hobbit holding close on Goose. Just waiting for him to swing into his angle, but it'll be Axel to take that first contact. Hobbit suddenly comes in from the side. Is holding the deep B bomb site angle, and Nathany's willing to go aggressive, take the risk, catching Dexter on the side. Perfect timing, but now leaves Shiro in a 1v3 as Hobbit staying locked down at mid. Has to take that first contact on the peak. SDY getting caught the second he moves away from the shot, and the 5-7 from Shiro with the HE is able to take him out. And Shiro's holding the site on his own, even waiting for the shot to get baited out, and Hobbit pushing through mid instead, making it a 3-on-1. And Chopper getting perfectly timed and getting distracted from leaving mid open for right behind him. He up to Axile, getting mollied off of the site angle, having to peek over from above. Situation, and Hobbit able to find a double from below, and Axile will be able to follow up from the side. Hobbit with this flank behind will almost take down the entire initial push. Gambit with a very quick response, and due to that mid control, I think from the last round mid, the entire reason it fell apart. Now Shiro's left in an awkward exposed position, just has to jump down, give us the angle, able to punish Mir going for the engagement, but now has to worry about all the players above him, so left to do a 3-on-4. Being a little bit more confident this time, Dexter trying to hold behind so they don't get flanked and spanked like before. That being the case, Dexter just holding the stairs. Sure, they win this engagement. Dexter able to trade and get the double onto Enders and Hobbit, holding respond with a similar execute, allowing it to work out for them this time around and keep tempted ahead towards Goose, trying to smoke off so he can cross that angle safely. Instead going aggressive, almost finding the double transfer, won't be able to connect the second, and it's up to Enters to try to rotate CT as his team might go for this retake despite the 3-on-4 situation. Bomb going down, setting up a flash for Long and his teammate, and Nafany is able to find an opening early. HE isn't able to connect. Magic is able to still hold on with 7 HP, but Enters keeps spamming more players down through the smoke, and able to find the opening on Chopper. The gap, Dexter's able to land the no-scope through it, and using the smoke as a one-way, Magic is able to catch Hobbit from the side, and trying to go for them as they exit here. Catching the head of Magic's. Looks like we soon have a pause with freeze time after. Not able to take down Just now coming in. Shiro to try to take that first engagement. Keeps getting flashed off the angles. So they try to get that sight control, but able to land the head flick, only seeing the top of Mir's dome and eliminating it. Trying to stick the bomb. Chopper getting pushed off the plant with these jump scout plays. And it'll be enough for Hobbit to be able to catch them exposed. And now Magic's left with 14. And it's the Molly to finish it off with a bunch of...
Is it going to be a 5-man setup? Yeah, 5 players coming in from short. This is going to get deadly. This is going to get crazy. Team Spirit have all the players from the same angle. Nafany, great pickup here on Magic's. More players getting close. Mir gets his Enters with a response. Still looking good here for Team Spirit, but Hobbit holding his ground goes down to Mir. Axel will get his Enters with the response. It's a 1v1 right now. Dexter looking for the frag, and he will find it on Enters. What a great round here from Team Spirit.
But the more info he gets, the better the chance for Team Spirit to take away the round. Especially if they can catch this tunnel player, Hobbit. Able to get caught out just last second, and getting caught from the side. Mir able to get the trade. And with that, all of Gambit trying to run to the site, but there's no cross smokes, and Dexter's is able to catch one out. And with it, Mir carefully bursting that rest of the M4 mag to take down a third. And now it's a 4v2 brought into 4v1. Mir absolutely tearing apart and even jumping for the shot, bringing Enters down to 3. And an MP9 from Magic's will be enough with the mid-air. Will be important for Dexter not to get caught off. He's been performing very well in this series, but needs to make sure he keeps it up. And the second Hobbit shoulder peeks, he catches it. Misses the second shot, but that's where Chopper gets his own participation, able to take down, which could end up being awkward, stuck with the AWP in play. Be up to Chopper to try to help protect him after Dexter finds that first on Nafany, but he's already been taken out. Now he has to deal with 2, able to get a second, but not able to follow up with that op, but things become a little bit more problematic as Magic has taken top mid control, catching Shiro in the back, and now it's a 2v2 retake situation with one of the players on the B bomb site.
That's the problem. This gunfight, oh, it matters so much. Hobbit wins it. If he ends up losing it, that's suddenly a much more winnable chance for Team Spirit. For Magic's, if he wins this fight, he's not going to be aware. Oh, now he is aware of Inter's positioning. It's still a difficult 1 versus 2. No kit for Magic's. Does win the fight against Inter's. Now knows the positioning of Hobbit. And that will be plenty of time for Magic's to secure the victory. And the clutch here for Team Spirit. There's going to be just enough time, I believe.
There isn't.
And that's what engagement you don't want to take. Even if you're a player with the AUG. Magic's, though, headshot engagement here. Wins it against Shiro, but Shiro still gets the frag here on Dexter. Yeah, long control coming in here for Gambit. A quick push on the A-bomb site, working out wonders for them.
So entranced on the short control. And Axel with the slurk going for the knife! Taking down Mir, getting some bonus money along the way. That's actually genuinely needed. Maybe start a comeback in this series. Especially with Mir positioned so aggressively forward. And Chopper even willing to go for this engagement. The flashbang will be clearly visible, but still work out. And the second flashbang's even better, allowing them to take Gambit apart. All 4 players caught out, and the round Team Spirit was hoping for, trying to keep these weapons for, finally breaks through for them as they're able to get their 12th. He has the space to work with, able to peek out. No gaps through the smoke initially found, but Magix is able to at least deal with this A push on the side, getting both players, making it a 4-on-3. Sight may potentially be lost, and a plant being able to be found. Hero trying to hunt for that frag, able to find one, but Chopper able to use the rest of the mag to find the trade, make it a 3-on-2. Be up to Nafany to get some early impact here and win that engagement, but Chopper is undefeatable in this position. Getting tagged down in the back 2, brought down to 2, and still taking the engagement against Hobbit. Brought down now to 48. And it looks like the plan for Hobbit is to just save and give up the site. Throw Molly. And I think the little shutter step from Hobbit was heard as Magix has adjusted and thrown the Molly. But trying to cross back on top of the catwalk wall at just the wrong second as Hobbit runs through the smoke. Gets taken out and brings it to an even 4-on-4. And Chopper is basically left alone as Dexter is smoked off from these CT angles. The flashbang to help him out will take them off of that engagement. Chopper has to be careful as he has to worry about an AWP in play too. Able to position around it perfectly. So even though he's an op staring down him this entire time, or the scout rather, he's still able to find at least one. That said, he'll eventually be caught and taken out, so it'll be just Dexter and Mir left alive.
The pressure's coming from the long area. He knows there's also some sniper rifle.
The fact that Mir and Dexter are playing close to the smoke will be important, but meanwhile, Long's been successfully held by Magix, able to take down Axile rather. And with that, and Chopper is able to take down Nafany on Catwalk, and Gambit are just giving them 1v1 duels, so they already have a 2-man advantage. Trying to throw smoke so they have a gap across, but Enters doesn't jump and already brought down to 23. Nade will finish him off, and another one directly lands on Hobbit, bringing him down to 56. And this round's basically already over. Team Spirit prepared to get 14.
And for your opposition, and I wouldn't be too surprised if right now with so much pressure mounting for both teams,
initial engagement on Long with Magix as they swing on out, and with this fight, Axile is able to take down Magix, but Chopper will be able to burn Nafany down. But Axile isn't slowing down anytime soon, even before the initial long smoke blooms to give some space. Able to take down Magix with Chopper. With this being the case, SDY with Dexter trying to creep on up as retake, knowing that they're probably dedicated long. If they get a flashbang set up to take this engagement, could catch them out. But instead, it's Dexter just waiting to fire. And SD trying to boost up SDY, which is caught out by Shiro. And now it's a 2v4. Gambit to keep it even, 14-14, besides a miracle coming out. I don't believe will be coming anytime soon. Waiting as the first shots are denied, barely missing Shiro's dome.
this is as close.
Grouping up towards Long. But besides that, it's Mir stuck behind that smoke. Dexter getting isolated. One of these CT smokes for Magix to hold behind. But able to use it as a very strong one-way and give that cover. Nafany tries to push through that CT smoke, gets caught off. Hobbit the first one to find one, but Enters gets taken out meanwhile. And Hobbit gets taken out by Magix as well, leaving Shiro in a 1v4. Everyone peeking him together. Magix to find the frag, and Team Spirit first to get to 15. Dexter set up together to hold for this push. Dexter can align and adjust the flick. The molly will keep these players split. Dexter not able to land this first flick, but Chopper is far and prepared. Doesn't connect the first spray. Barely doesn't connect the second either on Enters, but Mir helping out Dexter to get these players isolated and eliminated. Axile and Shiro, the last two remaining. Axile trying to hold mid from the back and a flank. And Shiro's not able to take anyone down yet until just now, catching Dexter, making it a 2-on-3 situation. Just fighting for this tournament life to bring it into OT. Axile finds another, and Shiro follows it up with a second, and now Magic's left in a 1v2. Can be anyone's game. Barely holding on. If Magic can get this kill, can deny and get the clutch, and he finds it! Gambit are going to get denied. Team Spirit to get the 2-0 miracle and get a very close upset on Gambit with Dust 2 with a solid 2-0. for